Hi everyone, Martha from Martha Makes Art is doing a collaboration that is hashtag Make Art with Martha, and I think the 20th of the month she always comes up with a different prompt. So she's been doing this since September. I didn't do it before because I thought it was like a lot of mixed media and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to really do all that stuff. I do it a little bit, but I was kind of like hesitant. So then turns out, she wants you to just do whatever. So in September, she started it. So September 2023, she wanted to do something bee themed. So I took out my art journaling little journal here. And these are things I've made in the past. Just to flip through quickly. The hands work. I loved this one from The Shining. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I thought that this short would go crazy with views. I used to have this like curled up a little bit like that. And I thought that that was going to do really well, but it didn't. But if anyone's a Shining fan, they'll appreciate it. I loved that. Okay. So here we go. Make art with Martha. So for the bees, I had this paper from a paper pack from Michaels. It was really pretty. And I embossed it with an embossing folder. And it's got the honeycomb. And the honeycomb is all different. Like, see, like one sunken in. And then this part's raised. And I wasn't sure, I don't know if you can see it as good as I can. But, like maybe you can see it a little bit there. I put some ink on it to kind of bring it out. And I had this little pack from Hobby Lobby, and I knew I was never going to use it. So I said, well, let me just cut it up, and I'll put it and do this for the bee theme. So that's what I did, Sweet as a Bee. So for, oh yeah, and this is pink. This is lemonade in the background. This is Distress Oxide from, I had to check to make sure it was an oxide. Yes, it is an oxide. From Tim Holtz. And if anyone's wondering what the difference is between Distress and Distress Oxide, the Distress Oxide inks just react to water. So if I wanted to spray this down with water and then pick it up with a paper towel, you would see all the little white dots on it. And the Distress inks, they're more of a dye ink where the oxides are a mix between dye and pigment. So they lay on top of the page and it takes longer to dry versus the regular Distress inks. They, dry very quickly. But the other ones you have to wait a little bit. And I'm not really a fan of pigment inks because it takes a long time to dry. But I will say the VersaFine Clear, now if you don't put I don't mean a glossy page, but if you put this on a regular piece of paper, cardstock, nothing with gloss, and then you run your finger over this, you will get no smudge. Whereas any other pigment ink out there, if you put it down, I don't care if it's Gina K, Tim Holtz, I don't care what kind you use. You'll go because it sits on top of the page, whereas the dye inks seep into the page. The pigment inks stay on top of the page. That's the difference. So if you're using another kind of pigment ink and you stamp something and then you go like this, it's all going to come off. That's why I don't really like pigment inks. But this brand doesn't do that as long as it's not on a glossy piece of paper. It won't do that, so that is great. But anyway, that was just a little tip. For October, she wanted you to do an owl. So here's my owl. I got this image. I got this cute little, I've had this tool for a long time. And since it had little orange centers, I figured I would just put that there with some of the Dollar Tree maple leaves over here. And it just like lifts up a little bit, little thingy there. And that's really all. I used some scraps. Here's some scraps of paper I had it's wood. It looks like wood. And then I used one of the Tim Holtz fabric tapes over here. And I always glue down any kind of washi tape because it's going to come back up anyway. So I always make sure it's glued down when I do it, so I don't have to worry about that. And I don't know about anyone else, but I missed these from Dollar Tree. They were out a few years ago. I got them in red and orange. I have a little bit left, but I'm so sad that I haven't seen them the last couple of years. So for November, she wanted to do an elf. So I did this background. It's some Christmas paper. It's all kind of stamps, and I just distressed it all. And we have some washi tape here of holly berries. And I made this little curtain. And this curtain, this fabric I got from somebody. I'm sorry, I don't remember who gave it to me. It was a long strip. It could have been Misty in the most recent Happy Mail she gave me. It could have been you. I'm not sure. If it was, let me know. So I made a little curtain. And then you flip it up. And then I put acetate on the door, the windows. And then you just go peekaboo. Let me see. I was having so much fun with this. Peekaboo. And there's the little elves. See, the doors don't open too much because of the acetate. I have such thick acetate on there. But there they are. See, I'm trying to show you and I can't. There they are. So that's what I did for the theme elf. And if anyone's wondering about that stamp set, it's Christmas Cuties from Gina K Designs. That was her newest release in December. Not her release. It was designed by Melanie Menchinger. She's part of her design team, and she came up with the stamp. So that was for November. December was winter. So I had this background stamp from, it was in one of Gina K Designs kit. And I was just looking, I have these stickers left over, and I'm sick of looking at them and everything. So I just decided, let me just plop them on here. So we got some pretty snowflakes up here in silver and gold. And then we have a fancy diamond snowman, and we got the gemmy kind of Christmas trees. I just figured for a little bit something different, that's what I'll do. I have some stars, circles, washi tape right here. And the last one to get caught up is January, and she's doing roses. Well, I love black roses. I love purple roses. But I was in Dollar Tree recently, and they had, I thought these roses were so pretty. So I made this page. Got the lace right over there. And I don't know if you can see that. It's like somebody got embossing powder and stamped it and put it all in clear. I love these stickers, and I bought a couple of them. I just love that. I love it. And when you're looking at it in person, it looks 3D, and it's just so pretty. So that's what I put there. And in the background, I used a Gothic stencil from Tim Holtz. You can't really tell, but it's a really pretty stencil. And I just loved that. So I put the name, and then they're like plasticky. So when you cut them, it's not even like a sticker. It's like some kind of plastic material. I wish they had different colors, and black roses would look so cool, wouldn't they? With some purple poking out in some areas, if you like that kind of stuff like I do. But these still are beautiful. But anyway, that's what I did to catch up for Martha's hashtag Make Art with Martha. So I'm excited to see what February will bring. I caught up real quick because, I'm fast with stuff. And then I just put it down here what it was with my label maker so that I would know when I look back at it what I did and what it was and all that. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.